most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeray.
Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. Great to be back with you here as we move into the middle part of the month now. Willow Hill is looking good this morning. It is quiet, and we do expect a nice day, probably a repeat of yesterday with very little forcing. I will mention the outside chance for a storm today, but I think it's very low. I think it's going to be another day like yesterday, the heat and humidity building up. Satellite and radar picture is showing you clear skies across much of the region right now. There could be some areas of patchy fog around this morning, though. But for the most part, it's pretty quiet and fairly comfortable, too. Manheim at 62. That's not bad. West Perry Middle School in Elliotsburg at 66. We've got 67 in Lewistown, and the Lancaster Country Day School also at 67 degrees with calm winds this morning. The bigger picture showing more of the same. Mid to upper 60s across the area. A little bit warmer in some of the bigger cities like Philly, New York, D.C., all in the low 70s. Well, D.C.'s in the mid 70s, Baltimore at 73. But it's mild out this morning, and this really tells the story. We're about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday when we had a pretty comfortable start. York is up to 12 degrees warmer. So it's another muggy morning. And we are likely talking about another hot and humid week. Current dew points, again, not in the 70s. We've had a break from the really oppressive stuff, but still mid to upper 60s for dew points means it's going to be muggy, and they're going to probably stay there until the end of the week. So yesterday's high, 89, just shy of 90. We had a low of 60, so it certainly felt more comfortable yesterday morning. 101, the record high today in 1944. No rain yesterday. We still have about a 2-inch surplus, and that's with very little rain, if any, in August. And now we're 12 days in. So here you can see this is New Oxford. Again, some cloud cover overhead this morning as we start warm. We will end in the 90s, likely getting into the 90 to 91 to 92 range later on. High pressure should keep us dry. We've got some showers and rain off to the south, but I think this high will do enough to suppress most convection today. I won't rule out a stray storm. Some models hint at it, but I think a much better risk for storms will be tomorrow along this cold front. So we need a trigger. We need something to get the convection going, and that front is going to be what we have here tomorrow. So Precision Cast shows, again, sun mixing with a few clouds at times, and notice it does try to pop up some storms around the region. So I can't promise totally dry, but I think most of us will be. I think a better chance of storms coming tomorrow later in the day as we start with some clouds. So that's why I do think tomorrow, too, will be a bit cooler. There will be some scattered storms likely late afternoon and into the evening hours tomorrow that will likely contain some heavy rain. Then the front tries to move to the south, but it's not going to. Thursday, there's still the outside chance of a thunderstorm as well. So a little unsettled here for the middle part of the week before things quiet down for Friday and moving into the weekend. But highs should be in the low 90s today for a lot of us with plenty of sunshine. Tonight, muggy, low 70s again, and then tomorrow maybe just shy of 90 degrees. Although this takes us there, Precision Cast gets us there as we deal with some scattered thunderstorms. Now, we always have to be on guard, especially given all of the rain that we've had leading up to August of some heavy rainers. But Precision Cast keeps everything pretty much at bay here, saying that maybe a ½ to 1 inch with some of the worst of these storms tomorrow and Thursday, which is certainly some good news. So the extended outlook does show we are going to get a break in the humidity Friday and Saturday. A little bit of a break then early Sunday and Monday, but next week there are signs of cooling off again. So good news there. Most of the weekend will be dry, a stray storm on Sunday into Monday as that cold front sort of cools us off next week. I want to quickly check the tropics because we are tracking one storm, and that would be Tropical Storm Aaron, named after our producer. Winds 45 miles an hour, moving to the west at a pretty good clip here, and Aaron could be a troublemaker along the East Coast. It's too early to tell just yet, but this thing is going to gain major hurricane status here by the weekend, and then we have to see where this thing goes. If it hits the East Coast somewhere or kind of curls away from it. Too early to tell right now. 91 degrees, hot and humid. A stray thunderstorm is possible later. 71 tonight, partly cloudy and muggy. So the weather is still going to be above normal. It's still going to be humid here. We do have some storms. Probably tomorrow would be the worst of it. We'll mention a stray one today and Thursday, and then Caleb Friday and the weekend looking pretty good. We do get into the 90s, though, again, early next week before we back things off. So a little bit of up and down here as we move into the middle part of the month, but not a bad forecast. And certainly we need to keep our eyes on Aaron.
Yes, keeping our eyes on both Aarons.
Both Aarons, yes.
Both Aarons.
She was pretty nice to me this morning so far.
Okay,
maybe she's happy I'm back.
Yeah, she's definitely happy you're back.
Okay.
So far, so far. All
Sounds
righty.
good.
Thank you so much, Brett. Stay with us. We will be right back.